And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And the basket by Leonard.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Conley passes to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Here's the teardrop. Rejected by Westbrook. Leonard outside. Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And the jam by George.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Conley passes to Gobert. Here we go, one-on-one. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook. Leonard's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns. Over Morris. The shot by Towns, no good. Pass to Morris. Stolen by Conley. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Towns. Got a hand on it. George against Conley. Back to George. From deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. Over Morris. Towns can't get that one to fall.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
George against Edwards. Back to Leonard. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. 3 on the clock. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Tipped away. McDaniels passes to Conley. 1:52 left in the opening quarter. Outside Edwards. Over George. And it's the Clippers on the break. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George's shot is off. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Gobert. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Towns for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's this excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. George with it. Here's the 3. George with another miss. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Edwards finds Conley. Outside McDaniels. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Leonard. To the paint. Here's Morris. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
For three, Conley. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats. With one on the clock. The shot that time not on target. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Edwards. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Towns. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Here's Westbrook. And then Westbrook slams it in.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
With the floater. And it's Conley getting it to go. Conley's got his first basket. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Pocket four. Here's Westbrook. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Edwards. Leonard pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Leonard for 3. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George passes to Westbrook, and here's Leonard. He's guarded by Conley. Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Edwards against Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. George for 3. Zubats. No dice on the putback jam. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. McDaniels finds Towns. Shoots over Zubats. Shot's good by Towns. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Now here's Conley. That's good from Towns on the assist from Edwards. Towns has got 12.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. Just lets the game come naturally to him.
Pass to George. And the jam by George.
You know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Towns. He's got 12. 1:07 left to play in the second quarter. The kick out to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. A sensational block. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's George. Up top, Westbrook. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley passes to Edwards. Rejected by George.
George clearly one of the best two-way players in the game. He never takes a play off defensively.
Towns up top. Leonard defending. Here's Conley. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Pass to Morris. And some solid defense from Towns. Left side, Edwards. The shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here. Allie, as always, thank you. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now here's Edwards to the left side wing. Gobert finds Towns. The kick out to Conley. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Here's Westbrook. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Pulls it. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
From downtown. Goes back up. Zubac passes to Leonard to the right side. The kick out to Morris. Towns against George. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shots good by Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Leonard passes to Morris. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Lets it fly. George with another miss. The Timberwolves shooting just around 32% from the field. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. And here's Leonard. Here's George. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Now here's Towns. Over Morris. The shot by Towns, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's George. 14 points for him. Morris passes to George. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got his third basket of the night.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Leonard outside. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's McDaniels. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From deep, Conley. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. Morris finds Zubac. Back to Morris. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. The three, George. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The Clippers in the lead. Stolen by Conley. Inside. Pass to McDaniels. The three is up. Rebound by the Clippers. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now George. 14 points for him. Out to Leonard. Now Morris. Back to Leonard. Fires for three. The shot comes out. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs. Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now here's Leonard. George outside. Leonard against McDaniels. The kick out to Morris. Launches it. Offensive board. Zubac finds George. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by George. Zubac has got his first points in this one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Now here's George. Pass to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Conley. Here we go. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Denied by Leonard.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard excels at rising up to swat shots back.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Leonard finds Zubac to the inside. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Edwards against George. Nice move. It's Edwards with a drive. Towns for 3. Drains the triple. Towns has got 19 points.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now here's Leonard. Morris passes to George. Now Leonard. McDaniels covering. 4 on the clock. Morris can't hit. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. George against Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Westbrook against Conley. George is screen on Conley. Westbrook, pass to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Mike Conley.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Yeah, this is a tough moment, even for George. But it's a chance to show us he's got ice in his veins.
Conley against George. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Conley. And he recovers it. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. There's 45 seconds left in the game. George's shot is good.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Towns gets the bucket.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line, Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Morris. Now here's Zubac. It's George on the wing. Westbrook with it. Over Conley. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
So a close game sees the Clippers. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Your report.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA. And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And that one goes long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
That's a 2 from Paul. The shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Back to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. And Morris throws it down.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Out to Morris. Right side Leonard. George, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by KD. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Leonard looking over the floor. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the 3-point line.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Zubac's the pass to George. Shot from the top of the key. That doesn't go either for George.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Counted good.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
Outside Westbrook. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Booker. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Zubac finds Westbrook. There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. A 3 from Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others. And they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Clippers leading by 6. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the 3-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Ball against Westbrook. Shoots from 12. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his strength.
Outside Leonard. Fires it up. Outside for George. Westbrook passes to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Paul with the steal. With three, Booker spins. This by Paul, nobody around. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead.
That's your Clippers Houston team. Please welcome to the floor.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Leonard, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason of 21, but made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Westbrook surveying the D. Leonard inside. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Back to Morris. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Paul.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. He kicks to George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got his first basket of the night.
You see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Goes up from the top of the key. Paul can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
The Suns trailing. Durant deciding where to go with it. Offline with his 3. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Westbrook up top, defended by Paul. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by Okogie. On offense, here are the Suns. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and that's going to be too many steps. It's the whistle on the travel. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Leonard. Here's the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 52 seconds left here in the second. George finds Westbrook. Left side, Leonard. Westbrook against Booker. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by Okogie. They have not led for a while. A chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Here's Paul. KD on the wing to stop the drought. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And just from deep range, KD can bury you.
Paul against Westbrook. Morris outside. Outside, George for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, David, thank you.
Your Clippers, 15. The Suns, 17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Suns leading. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Booker looking around. Back to Paul. They get it again.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Clippers shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Westbrook up top, defended by Paul. Out to Morris. Westbrook passes to Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now. Because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots. You know, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Passes it to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Suns leading by 4. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Paul with the 3. Here's Okogie. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. And here's Los Angeles now.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
From the arc. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. 8 feet away. The shot will not fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Leonard.
2 minutes.
He's got 8. Outside for George. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 5 points so far.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Ayton in the high post. Working on Zubats. Paul outside. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. From past the arc, it's rebounded by Leonard. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to man. Back to Leonard. He dishes it to George. To the paint for the lead. Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got his first points in this one.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Bounce pass from Paul. Booker outside. And the pass to Okogie. Paul, a screen on Leonard. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker with no one around. Trains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Man passes to Morris. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard kicks to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Man, and stolen by Ayton. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Booker outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Suns. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers trail. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Man in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to George. 5 on the clock. Pass to Man. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobbed up there for Booker. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Los Angeles. The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
This is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Now Booker. Outside for Durant. Lets it go with the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris outside. Passes to George. Back to Morris. Outside, George. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down home.
Well, pretty composed there with the time ticking away. Westbrook has a bit of a sixth sense to get one off.
Ball against Westbrook. Fires the three. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Leonard. Durant inside. Working on Zubac. KD can't get it to go. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. He had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
Durant with it. Here's Paul. Outside Durant. Over Morris. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 4. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The pass to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. And here's George for 3. Good on the three-point shot. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
To halt the run, and it's laid in by Paul.
And I just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Dishes it to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Looking for 8, and he gets it in there. Left side, KD. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Back to Morris. And here is Paul. Down low. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker.
And Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter. Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
It's George on the wing. Over Booker. It falls.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
George against Paul. Booker fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Okogie, and here's Booker from the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
To the best kid alive.
what should be a matchup of two of the league's top centers tonight, RJ. These kind of battles are different than they were just a few years back.
Yeah, big men, they have really entered into a new phase of dominance. These versatile centers in the league, they can do everything. They can run the floor. They can pass. You can run your offense through them. They can shoot from deep. They do a little bit of everything.
Incredible athletes. Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. For 3, Booker hits the 3-pointer.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that 3-point answer.
Outside Conley. There's the drive. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Fires, top of the key, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Durant, no good. Here's Minnesota. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Ball against Conley. Durant inside. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
It's stolen. And now the Suns fast break. Throws it up high. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Conley passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Conley. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Left side Durant. Outside Booker. Spins. The 3 ball. McDaniels with the rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Conley. Edwards for 3. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Suns trailing.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. .141 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Booker, 4-3, nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 6, and you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Hits the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Okogie on the wing. Durant with a screen on McDaniels. Right side Paul. 5 on the clock. Up and over Conley. Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
That one's off.
Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota,
So he comes up empty, missing both. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Picked it out of midair. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Driving inside. For 3, Conley. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Conley against Paul. Paul, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Okogie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Outside Conley. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Conley on the attack. Left side McDaniels. Back to Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc. And no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And here's Booker. He has 6. Pass to Okogie. There's the triple. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find it.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Durant against Towns. Drops in the 3. Okogie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Conley against Paul. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. McDaniels with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And he comes up with a bucket. McDaniels got 6.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Paul against Conley. Conley with some nice D.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Edwards for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Conley against Paul. On the wing, Durant. And some solid defense from Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. McDaniels passes to Conley. Now Towns. Outside Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Booker for 3. Counted from distance. He's got 9.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Right side, Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Offensive rebound, Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Conley finds Gobert. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Lets it go from the wing. Durant inside. Towns on him. Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
That'll do it for the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
For the Jabberwockies!
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at small forward. Outside Edwards. Durant with a steal. And here comes the break. And there's the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Up top, Edwards. He's got 9. Tries again. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in. Gobert's got 6 points.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
The 3, Durant. Tips it up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Here's McDaniels, and the layup falls. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Outside Booker. The 3. No luck on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Towns. And he drives in. Nice D from Durant. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. And here's Durant. Fires from 14. Edwards pulls it in.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leader?
Now here's Gobert. He's covered by Ayton. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Okogie pulls down the board. The Suns have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. The drive by Paul. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Edwards. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
They throw good, Edwards. Here's Paul. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Booker against Edwards. Left side Durant. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, the defender really went after him.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Suns, Josh Okogie.
He hits the second from the line. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Ball against Conley. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Durant. And that one's long.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Conley on the attack. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 10.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Paul passes to Durant. Tries to break his ice. The shot's good.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got his second basket. And so it's Minnesota with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Conley. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Paul. Booker with a screen on Conley.
I've been watching this game a long time, and there is absolutely nothing that Paul can do on the basketball court. He really does have the whole package.
The first free throw is good.
Phoenix, Chris Paul.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to Towns. He can't hit that time. And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Defense is setting the tone, and more in. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping the goal.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
That one's no good. Well, the Suns shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Count that one.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Minnesota's got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Conley against Paul. Now here's Towns, guarded closely. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The shake. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Towns with the block.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
McDaniels inside, guarded by Durant. And here's Edwards outside. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Down low. And Durant with the big finish.
Beautiful timing from KD. He just knows when to get up there for the alley-oop.
Now Conley. Here's McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And Durant with the big finish.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Booker against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, one-on-one. And Edwards slams it in.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Durant with the big finish.
Sharp find by Paul. One of the best passes of all time.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Conley. Take it away. Paul against Gobert. Paul passes to Booker. And the shot goes. Booker's got 19 points.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Conley against Ayton. Pass to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Towns can't get it to go. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Here's Gobert. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
to the best kid in the house.
our broadcast. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one spot. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The energy of Russell Westbrook is challenging to deal with, which is why he gets fouled.
And the second free throw, good.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Westbrook against Conley. The shot's good. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Westbrook kicks to George. Morris with the screen for George. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Out to Morris. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. 4 on the clock. 8 away. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris finds Leonard. Outside for George. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Here's Leonard. The Clippers rebound. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got 6 points.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Conley. He hangs, and the layup is good.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D, and in.
Conley against Westbrook. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Quick feet, quick hands of Conley, forcing the turnover and getting them out on the break.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the try. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard, and he drives in. Oh, Tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Morris. Pass to George. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Tie game in Minnesota. And don't go away. Will be...
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Hiding into the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Driving the lane, and Westbrook pulls it down.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Morris, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Passes it to Morris. To the inside. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Conley grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
He dishes it to McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Morris against Towns. Morris, no good. The Timberwolves trade. Outside, Towns. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it, they kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Westbrook finds Morris. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Westbrook. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Outside Edwards. Over George. Misses off the right iron.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And it's McDaniels with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Towns. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Towns against Morris. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And here's Conley outside. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
1:09 left to play here in the half. Conley dishes to Edwards. Paul George with the steal. Westbrook against Conley. George passes to Westbrook. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook dishes to Morris. Goes back up. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Great open look there. Conley's got 5 now.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Conley against Westbrook. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 16 seconds left in the first half. McDaniels unable to get that one. Right side, Leonard. Inside, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed.
Thanks, David.
Get ready for the Jabberwockies!
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Marcus Morris.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Conley scanning the floor. Edwards, he takes it in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive. Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrate an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one on George.
First team foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he's good on the second. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Now Westbrook. He's got 5. And here's Leonard from 3. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Towns, the pass to Edwards. Towns dishes to Gobert. Back to Towns. The feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Westbrook kicks to George. Uncovered. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Westbrook drives in.
It doesn't matter who's protecting the rim. Westbrook is fearless off the bounce, He welcomes all contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. He kicks to George. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. From deep three-point range. Finally the pass to Towns. Lock at 6. Here's Gobert. Another shot. McDaniels kicks to Conley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
2 minutes.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defender. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Westbrook kicks to Morris. On the wing, George. 3-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Gobert the pass to Conley. Beyond the arc. Morris with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Westbrook finds George. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Here's Westbrook. Lets it fly. Goes back up. Leonard, that's for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Edwards drives in. Here's Towns. There's the dish to Gobert. Misses in close. Los Angeles leading by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris outside. Right at the free throw line. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
He lobs it up. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Here's Westbrook. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Back to Westbrook. Kicks to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the middle. And Towns throws it down.
Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Westbrook passes to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Outside Conley. Outside Towns. Goes up on the wing. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. They get it back. Zubac. Morris kicks to Leonard. To the inside. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels finds Conley. Driving in. Basket counts. That's 7 points for Mike Conley.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
Outside, George. Outside Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. There's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. Out to Conley. Back to Towns. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Turn around Jay. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 4. Outside Leonard. The pass to Morris. And here is Zubac. Outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Leonard. For 3, Westbrook. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Zubac picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Here is Edwards. Towns kicks to McDaniel. Conley against Westbrook. Back to McDaniel. Clock is at 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Passes it to Morris. It's tipped. Kicks it out to Leonard. Edwards against George. Over Edwards. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Westbrook against Conley. Zubac with it. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Towns. Outside for George. On the wing, George. Back to Morris.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Leonard looking over the floor. He feeds it to Westbrook. One-on-one here. It's good.
and he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith.
To the best kid in the hall.
Westbrook on the road.
Here we go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Leonard finds Zubats. 5 to shoot. For 3, George. And Aiden pulls it down. Morris against Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant, a selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Morris for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever,
The BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Now here's Leonard. To the middle. Here's Zubats. Back to Leonard. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Oh, what a pretty delivery right there from Russell Westbrook. Nice pass.
Up top, Paul. Pounded by Westbrook. Paul passes to Durant. From the high post. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
George against Booker. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is such a sharp weapon for Chris Paul, right? Most times you just assume he's going to knock that 3 ball down.
Pass to George. Launches a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Booker no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Leonard for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Durant. No good. A bit long that time. Los Angeles has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Paul against Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Well, that sends a clear message to the defense. Russell Westbrook up high in a strong finish.
Paul against Westbrook. Shoots from the line. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Booker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 4-3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Leonard on the wing. Back to Westbrook. 54 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 5. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Paul against Westbrook from the high post. Paul with another miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Leonard finds George. Leonard right side. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Paul against Westbrook. Outside Booker. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Leonard for three. Buries it from three.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Clippers ahead. There.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sun Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. It's stolen by Leonard, and they're pushing it up. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And we know dead ball situations are where some fans change the channel. Doris, has the league done enough to discourage intentional fouls?
Every form of media, to me, BA, is trying to capture the imagination of their fans. So anything that enhances your product is something that in the long term is going to do well for you.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Paul on the money from 12 feet away. Paul's got 8 points.
Well, Paul can be consistent from that part of the floor. Defenses should know you can't allow his mid-range game to start cooking.
Now here's Leonard. Lets the three fly, and they get it back. Zubac finds Morris. Leonard up top, guarded by Durant. 5 on the clock. For three, George. And Chris Paul clears it away. The Suns trailing.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Westbrook with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Leonard against Aiden. Morris for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Team foul.
Phoenix on D. Leonard finds Morris. Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Violation. Phoenix ball.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Booker. To the paint. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 1. Westbrook outside. Pass to Morris. George outside. Westbrook outside. To stop the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, how about the handle of Russell Westbrook? Makes that slash into the defense look easy.
1:10 left in the second period. Outside Paul. Tries the spin move. Here's Booker. Converts after the nice spin. Booker's got his first basket.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Hey, puts up a 3. Paul with some nice D. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant. Cans it from the wing. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Kevin Durant does such a good job of reading the defense and attacking any weakness he might anticipate.
Westbrook, pass to George. Back to Westbrook. George outside. Durant against Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Here's Booker. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
16. The Clippers, 15.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. The Suns leading. Paul passes to Booker. Okogie on the wing. The kick to Durant from downtown. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Booker. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And the Suns lead by 3.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Over Leonard. Second chance shot. Paul. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Chris Paul has the innate ability, understanding how and when to draw the defensive foul. He is the master of it. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Westbrook against Paul. Kicks it to George. This for the tie! And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
3-point field goal.
Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. Booker for 3. Westbrook with the rebound. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Morris outside. Pass to George. Morris outside. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
They grab their own miss. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. Now here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Durant against Morris. The Suns need to get off a shot. From deep. Okogie's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
2 minutes.
Zubac finds George. Pass to Morris. For the lead. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over George. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Morris passes to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Back to man. Spins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Mann. The kick out to Morris. Leonard outside. Back to man. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. And it's rejected. They recover it. Paul's shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And stolen by Durant. And he lobs it up. Tipped. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Suns ahead, up 1. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Man in at the 1.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Man. An easy 2 on the layup.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Okogie on the wing. Leonard defending. 3-pointer. Up top, Booker. George defending. They get it back. Ayton passes to Paul. This one for 3. The kick to Durant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for man.
Russell Westbrook.
Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. 4 on the clock. Back to Okogie. The 3 is up. Denied by Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
It's George on the wing. It's George on the wing. Morris with it. To tie it up. Durant against Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Booker. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard against Paul. George passes to Leonard. Now here's Morris. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside Booker. Here's Okogie. Pass to Aiden. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morris against Durant. Okogie on the wing. Back to Durant. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. It's stolen. 3 on none. No one back. And he lobs it up top. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Here's Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
The Suns have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Booker against George. Durant with a screen on George. Booker for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. George outside. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 1:02 left in the fourth. To the middle. It's stolen by Leonard. Morris on the wing. Zubac passes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Here's Morris. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
To the best kid.
assist, Clark. You've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Towns finds Conley over Paul. That's a two from Towns. And Paul pulls it down.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. There's the pass to Conley. Puts it up. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Conley after the made shot from KD. Shot from free throw range. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And this is Conley's game. Just terrific with that mid-range. The D has to be much more concerned.
Paul can't get it to go. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Monty Williams. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, thank you, David. And it's Ayton missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Conley finds McDaniel. Back to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Edwards. Now Towns. 5 on the clock. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
All up top for by Conley. The shot's good from Paul.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Booker. Over to the left wing. Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot by Paul, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Gobert double team. Towns wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Towns has got 5 now.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Booker with no one around. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Pass to Gobert to the left wing. Conley kicks to McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Durant just inside the line. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your current
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Minnesota, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Edwards can't hit. Suns trail by 4.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's McDaniels. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul, right side. Dishes to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Michael Conley, and that one drops for him.
You know, the timing Durant has does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and deliver.
And there's the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 5. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Fast break. Here we go. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack. One that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
And they get it. The kick out to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 7.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Paul. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Al Paul after the missed 3 from Carl Anthony Towns. Here's Booker. And hit the turnaround jumper. Timberwolves trail. Pass to Towns. From deep. Another miss by Towns.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Fades away. Another miss by Towns. And here are the Suns now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Again, the miss by Booker. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Edwards from the arc. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. The Suns have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Booker outside. Wide open look. That one a little long. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
Paul passes to KD. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. From 18 feet away. And again, it's the Suns missing. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. For the 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Suns leading.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
With 3, Booker, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Suns, 18. The Timberwolves, 16.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
And his handle's simply phenomenal. Rush hour handles of the highest level. Cutting and carving his way wherever he wants to go. Chris Paul is a maestro with the ball.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
For 3, Booker buries it from 3-point range. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
McDaniels dishes to Conley. Out to McDaniel. Edwards looking it over. Passes it to Conley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team ball. Phoenix leading by 7. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here's Conley. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Out to Conley. Will it go? And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Okogie. Floats one. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Gobert finds McDaniel. Misses the 3. Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Now here is Conley. So the wing on the left. Towns for 3. Durant with the steal. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley kicks to Towns. From deep 3-point range. Goes back up. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Minnesota's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Conley dishes to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And Phoenix turns it over again. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Edwards. Looking to get it going. The feed to Gobert. Over Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Phoenix leading by 7. The pass to KD. Back to Paul. Inside. And KD the bucket on the assist by Paul. 10 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Booker outside. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Towns kicks to Edwards. From deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. With 3, Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. KD, that's for 2. Towns with the steal. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns lead by 4. And we'll have the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Ball against Conley. The dish to Towns. Right side, Conley. He kicks it to Edwards. 5 to shoot over Paul. Edwards can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 6-point game. Outside Durant. Booker with the screen for Durant. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul.
Jaden McDaniels.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Booker.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Edwards finds Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. It's tipped. Here's a Kogi. Up top, Durant. Defended by Towns. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Conley. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker dishes to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Suns?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor. as often as possible.
Here's Paul. And it's in there. And the Suns lead by 9.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craft.
Basket good.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, and it's Paul penetrating. Pass to Okogie.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
For 3, Booker. That one, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. 3-pointer. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McDaniels.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Durant. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Conley finds Towns. Kept alive. For 3, Edwards. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
One-on-one here. Passes it to Conley. He dishes it to Edwards. Shoots the 3. To the wing right side. Here's McDaniels. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Ball against Conley. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.